Happy Friday, everyone out there, whether you're YouTube or LinkedIn. I'm really happy to be back here. It's been a while. I ended up being down with the RS virus, which I thought was just kids who got, but tells me maybe I'm still young. And then I got pneumonia, and then I was down 3 weeks with pneumonia. Luckily, I managed to muster up a lot of energy to take my next level purpose masterminders on the annual retreat, which happened in Childerton, an hour and a half outside England, or not England, London at this time. So anyway, as you can hear, I'm still a bit like nasal, and but getting through there, getting out there, and it's a beautiful day here in Stavanger. I would love for anyone joining me live. Where are you? Yeah, where are you calling in from? And today I wanted to dive in on something that is very close to my heart. And for those of you following me, know how important having a mission is for me. I've been a mission driven person for as long as I can recall. And naturally, I've been on a 27-year long mission for Benjamin, my son. And I learned a lot about myself when he was diagnosed, when he was 2 years. He was diagnosed with Hurler syndrome, and I was told that he would die when he was 7. I learned that I am triggered by people telling me two things: what to do. In that case, I was told, quit your job, stay at home. You're going to feel so much better when he's dead, that you chose to be with him and did not, spend time working. Wow. That's really telling me what to do. I did the opposite. I took on a career for a reason. I took on a equally hard, challenging job as it was to be with Benjamin, because I knew that the only way I could find a solution for Benjamin so he could live a happy life was by being very engaged in a job. And my primary reason for accepting that job was that I knew I would get access to an international audience, and I would get out of my own fear and step into my power, and I would be able to communicate and talk with anyone I wanted, because I realized that I'm now on the mission. The second thing that I realized in his diagnosis was another trigger of mine, and that is, don't tell me something cannot be done. Don't tell me that what I'm thinking is impossible. That was another trigger. You see, again, when he was diagnosed, and I was starting to see, is there a solution? And absolutely, there were absolutely no medical treatment, or there was nothing for him. There was bone marrow transplant, but that had to happen before he was 2, and he was diagnosed when he was 2. So for Benjamin's case, there was nothing to be done. And experts everywhere around the world basically said, there is nothing to be done. It's much better you focus on him and make sure that he have the kind of palliative care, or look after him so he doesn't go through too much pain. And for me, big trigger. Don't tell me that something is impossible. I was then triggered to say, I can do this. And that mechanism has been driving me for, yeah, 25 and a half years. Hi, Toril. It's so nice to see you. Hello, Veronica. Very nice to see you as well. I'm glad you could join me today. So this feeling of, it's a must. I'm on a mission for something that is bigger than myself. I'm fighting for my son's life. And I also started to realize that with that, I was fighting for something bigger than him and me. I was on a mission to tell and to help people out there, in particular other families who were suffering through the situation of having children with rare genetic disorders, that you can live a happy life regardless the situation. I was on that mission. Now, what happened was that Benjamin passed last year, 24th of March, and he was then 27 and a half. I celebrate the fact that he got to live so long, a happy life. Everything was tailored around him so he could be happy. As a result of that, the mission impossible did happen. We did discover enzyme replacement therapy. That was one of the reasons why Benjamin could live that long. But in addition to fighting for that medicine and being on the outlook of who is out there tailoring or finding this medicine and finding Emil Kikis, who was kind of working on this behind the scenes in the US. It was also to kind of to say, we got that and we saw that you can live a happy life. Now, what is it that has happened after that? Well, I experienced something called a mission hangover. And what is a mission hangover? A mission hangover is when mission accomplished. It's delivered. You've done it. Now what? And luckily, a year before Benjamin passed, I was so blessed by being asked from a beautiful family in Bangalore in India for help. You see, they had received the terrible news that their son Kushal, 13 months old, was also suffering from MPS 1 or Hurler syndrome. And in India, even though with 1.7 billion people, nobody had been treated with enzyme replacement therapy or bone marrow transplant. When they came to me, they simply came to me because they said, at least we know somebody else outside in this world that know what we are going through. In that moment, I was on a mission. In that moment, I knew, and I believe in something bigger than myself. I knew that it was possible to help them. In 7 weeks, we managed to fundraise money. This is one of the most expensive medicines in the world. We managed to connect doctors from India to the UK, to the medicine in the US, to get it through into the country, to have doctors in India willing to say, yes, we are going to do this. We have never done this before, but we're going to do this. And yesterday, I received the most glorious news that Kushal's levels of enzyme in his body that was 0 when we started is now up to normal. And his life projection is a very different one compared to when they met. So in that phase, I've also had a mission in addition to living with Benjamin. And then, of course, when he died, being in a mission hangover is a painful place to be. And I'm talking about mission not because I'm going to refer to so much about the experience with Benjamin and diseases and disorders and these things. I am coming to you because I believe that the only way we can solve some of the greatest challenges we are seeing is to activate people's feeling of being on a mission, being into something that is bigger than ourselves. So I'm curious for those listening in, Do you feel connected to a mission? Do you have a mission? Yes or no? You don't have to elaborate. I'm just curious. Do you feel that you're on a mission and this mission is a must? Being on the mission and feeling that level of heightened engagement is extremely important for us as human beings. It is also a key component for any organization that have a very strong mission statement and a very clear vision to ensure that their member of staff is connected to a mission and a vision that is in alignment with the organization. But this cannot be just paying lip service to it. This is about feeling it in their body and say, yes, I am there. I am fighting for this too. I am so happy to say that I'm going to Dubai for COP28. And one of the reasons I'm going there, one is that we're going there for lean and equity and sustainability, which is a powerful nonprofit organization that I was co-creating together with my colleague Lame Ver. And we're going down there to connect with more women who's on the mission. I am glad that I can go to these places to feel the power of missions. And the question is still, what do I do if I feel that I'm in a slump? Because that's where I've been. I've been in a slump now for a year. I asked my coach for help. Yes, I also have coach. I have several coaches, and I'm also part of important communities. And I asked him, I said, I need to find back what I once had. I don't know what my mission is anymore. And he said, what do you believe in? And I said, I believe that women possess a unique form for creativity and diverse thinking that the world needs access to in order to solve some of the greatest challenges we have in this world. That is what I believe in. And it started to dawn or come to me that my mission is to help women who feel that there must be more to it than there is. I'm here to help women draw out a mission so powerful for them that they cannot not work on the mission. I'm here to help women to see that when you are connected to your mission, that it is not about learn how to communicate and learn confidence. It is about stepping in and having the courage to own the must you have. It's a must for you to show up. I realized that that is my mission. And when I started to feel that, I said, wow, I get to talk about this more. I get to talk about this more. You see, I work with women. I also work with men, just to say that. But my primary focus is women because, as I say, I believe that we need to get some of our own thinking out of the way so the world can get access to our brains and minds to find solutions. And when I'm working with clients, I often realize that when they come to me, they are restless. They feel restless in their job, or they, even as entrepreneur, feel restless in what they're doing. Like there must be something that I've been driven so far in my life, but now something has happened. Either we have delivered on the mission and I don't know what's next. I get to help them immediately. And the key component to discover your mission is to look for your triggers. I want to share with you my two triggers, as I mentioned in the beginning, were very clear. Don't tell me what to do. I got to do the opposite. Don't tell me that what my idea is containing or my idea is impossible, because I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove it all wrong. One of the key things that I've learned in that, because of course I have been experienced so many times falling into the pitfall of doubting myself. And the big lesson I had was, if you want to doubt anything, doubt your doubt, or prove your doubts by going out and executing. So what I am going to do as over the next 100 years, I wish next 100 years, next 100 days, is to show up and talk more about what it's like to be on a mission. I want to know more from you and your mission. What missions are you on? How can I support you through going on live to help you stay in that lane of inspiration, knowing that whatever you're standing in is a must for you. And when you're standing there, nothing is going to hold you back. No male-dominated industries, no too much masculine thinking, not you holding yourself back because you think that you're not good enough. Because when you're thinking outside yourself, when you're focusing on your mission, when you're focusing on what is a must for you, there is a part of you that actually take a back seat. And that tends to be the version of you that is talking yourself down. I'm not good enough. I don't want to take up too much space. Who wants to listen to me? My voice, my opinion, they don't really matter. Yeah, well, we're going to turn that around. Turn that around. Thank you, Toro. Yeah, so important. You said it twice. 100 years. Yes. What I would like to invite you into is, I'm going to put the link in the comment. And that is that I am now creating a waiting list for my next roundtable. This is a free event. It's a small event, and I'm going to run multiple events. But in these rooms, I take max, let's say 5, max 8 women in the room. And this is about to unlock your mission and elevate your life. I want to have these small, intimate conversations about this and to help and support. And you get to connect with an amazing community. So sign up on the link below that I'm going to put in now. And if you are watching the replay, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Put it in a comment. If you read my newsletters, you will see that as of late, I have started to write about the process of discovering your mission and activating it. And yeah, there are 3 more newsletters to come on this topic. Anyway, this was longer than I thought. Enjoy your weekend. And you see me popping on very soon again. Bye for now.